game froze for some reason. This is the mesh that your boy Erie got super furious from because I played Juma once, bro. I was getting flamed, and then when I talk about it, they say, "Oh, they get tilted because I think I'm the best." If I thought I was the best, I don't know. Maybe that's how I come off without even trying. This is the match that made Erie furious, bro. I don't know what I was doing wrong here. Bro. Whoa. Jesus. No. No. Oh shit. Hakuna Matata. Wait, let me see if I can get somebody to watch this. Alright, so I wanted to show this video to Sleepy Sheepy, but I don't know if he's online right now. It looks like he's online, like the green stuff is there. But I'm not sure if he's like AFK or something or not. So, but anyways, this was the video. If anybody's watching it, this was the video that made Eerie angry, and I'm not really sure why. Like people are claiming that he wanted to raise Jumong score with something, but I only played like one game on Jumong in BCL. One game. It didn't like all I can remember. Like I don't know if I played more than one, but the amount of game that I played wasn't enough to like change Jumong's score by any significant amount. Maybe like 1% change. So that like I don't know. That really wasn't. That isn't like a claim that is valid. Like it isn't valid. Like what he's saying, like he wanted to raise Jumon's score and I reduced Jumon's score for some reason. That's not valid. I think he's just angry because he just doesn't like me, and it's like it's just obvious. And I think I've been ignoring it for too long, and I think it's to the point now that I really can't ignore it anymore. Or like I was like ignorant to it, and now it just hit me in the face, and I was like, wow, all this time. I don't really know how to react to it, but it's just how it is. So this was the match like that I played with Jumo, and this is how it went pretty much. We obviously didn't win this match.
Your team claimed the orb. Your team claimed the orb.
Okay, we're able to get the Shifu kill
The
there.
enemy team won the orb.
We're able to get the Auric killed, and then we killed the Varus there, and that was the round pretty much. It's round two.
3,
Somebody paused the match for some reason.
2,
I'm tired.
1, fight. Your team won the orb.
Okay, so I hit that counter and then I went up with him, which repositioned him, allowing our Sirius to do damage to him. And I activated the counter here. We killed him, but I was too low. I tried to reposition and stuff. Varus started ulting. I tried to get away, but Oryx spaced right into me, and there was nothing I could do to live there. I used my space and my movement speed and
Your
everything.
team won the orb.
And also when the Shifu was ulting, if I actually like walked away, he would have followed me and I would have actually died and he would have lived. So I might as well just stay in there a little bit and do some damage for even trade. Anyway, we lost this round in round 3.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Okay. Shifu got caught, he went immaterial, so he used pretty much all his ability right now. Oryx spacing to help him. Both of them got shield right now, so most of the damage we're doing, they're not gonna take. I'm doing damage to Oryx because he's the healer. I'm doing damage to Shifu, trying to move away, trying to get that mid orb. We did not get the orb though. Getting stunned here. I got focused really hard. No aim cap, nothing. Sirius tried to petrify, but it's too late. And he got killed. Double ults going out there. A lot of damage. But we lost this match. I mean this round.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Round 4. Decent damage going out here. I hit that counter. I got slaughtered. Varish is here, but I can't see him. Oh, there he is.
Enemy team claimed the orb.
Okay, we lost this round. Go to round 5.
3, 2, 1, fight. Enemy team won the orb.
So a lot of damage on the Shifu there. Our Sirius got killed. Varish gonna kill me here. And we've lost this. Round 6.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Now in these matches, I'm always suggesting stuff for us to do. Oops. This one I said we should start the match slower because like we try to run it down on Shifu and it on Auric and Varish and it doesn't work most of the time. So it was better for us to start a match slower.
Your team claimed the orb.
I got left behind here. No heals, nothing. So I got killed. Orc dies. Shifu's, Sirius is really low. Shifu almost dies there. I mean, uh, Sirius almost died. They went mid. They went back. They petrify and then they stun.
Your team
Shifu
won the
was
orb.
uh, incapable of using abilities for like 30 seconds.
Red vortex incoming.
Petrify, ult, and he died. Around 7.
3, 2, 1, fight.
If we actually stayed together on the Shifu, would have killed him because his hit point was like, look at that, his hit point is so low. I'm getting double gang here by the Auric and the Shifu.
Enemy
He
team
got
won the
uh,
orb.
ulted, but he go in material. Yeah, activate our counter. I back out. We are all like separated and stuff. Man, we lost. Shifu could have died if we just stayed on him and attack him, but we didn't do it. So yeah, so this was the match, guys, that reduced Jumong win rate from 100 to 3%. What else? I don't know. That's pretty much it. Uh, this was my Blossom. Okay, so before this, I played Blossom. I don't know why it isn't showing the in, yeah, this. Okay, so I played Blossom in this match. I think for the first time or something. I don't remember like these matches were like a long time ago. Like I play a lot of matches so far. But anyways, my Blossom was being criticized, and my comeback to that was like instead of people focusing on my Blossom build, they should actually focus on the match and just let me do my thing and stuff. And this year was the Blossom. I think I actually have it in my other stream, like me playing Blossom. But this was my Blossom build, and throughout this match, not throughout the match, but when the match started, This isn't even a match. Anyways, when the match started, Erie said he was gonna throw up if he saw my build because my build was so horrible. Turns out the build was not bad after all. In fact, the build actually saved most of the match, and the build was probably the reason why we won that match. Where is the match? And this is it. Okay, so that's the thing. Erie showed me his Blossom build, and the Blossom build had a stealth on space in it, and I said the build wasn't, like, in my opinion, the build wasn't good for me, right? Like, there are like thousands of people who will like your build. Me not liking your build doesn't mean anything, right? Like, there are like tens of thousands of people who will like your build, but one person not liking your build doesn't mean that the person hates you, or the person says that you are you are trash, right? What I said was the build was inferior to mine. I didn't say the person who made the build was trash. I said the build itself was inferior, and I didn't say the build was trash. I just said it wasn't as good as my build. And the way you interpret it is it has a lot of meaning to it, because like the way you interpret it, when people like listening to that, they actually think like I'm like a villain or something. But that's not how I would interpret it if I were like, if I were in your perspective, if I were you and I was interpreting it, that's not how I would interpret it. So yeah, so this is my build, and every single right in my build here has a value, and only pretty much only I know how to use this build, because I made it, and because that's how I play, right? If anybody else sees my build and they want to use it, well, good for them, right? I'm not going out there like pressuring people to use my bill, and then when people say that they don't want to use my bill, I'm not going out there uh like making them seems like bad people because they don't want to use my bill, right? That's not what I'm doing. Like, a lot of people in the Battlerite community are saying like, oh, six plays like full of himself or something. It's not a lot of people like, so far, like the few guys like Seb or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name. um he thinks like, I don't know, Seb wants to like give me advice and stuff. Okay, I understand you want to give me advice, cool, right? He came over, he apologized for, oh, I also have another video where like I was healing them on serious, and Iris kept bitching and like being passively aggressive towards me and stuff. And when I tell people about it, they be like, oh, like when they tell you something and you don't want to do it, it makes them tilt. Like, what is Evie telling me that I'm not doing? Like, I'm healing, right? And it's not like it's my first time playing the character that I'm playing. Like, it's not like it's my first time playing serious um with or against Erie. Like, I play serious against Erie, I play serious with Erie, right? So it's not like it's his first time like playing with me, and like I'm playing bad with Sirius or something. Like, I'm playing pretty good, and we are winning the match. But still he's being passively aggressive towards me, right? And then when I talk about it, it'd be like, oh man, you think you are like the best, and people get tilted because you think you are the best. Like, I don't think I'm the best, right? Like when you put it that way, it make me sound like a bad person. Like I'm confident in my build, I'm confident in my skill, right? I don't go around like telling people, hey, you are trash, I'm better than you. I don't go around telling people to like change themselves because I'm better than them and they have to look at me as like the top bar or whatever and stuff like that. Like you barely like see me in Battlerite community. Like I barely go around like, I don't know, doing stuff like that. Like if I say barely, then it means like I probably like do it, but I've never done that before. So yeah, so I don't really see why people are going around like thinking that I go around telling people that I'm the best and they are trash and stuff like that, right? So here's the match. I mean, honestly, it's really in their perspective. Like, if they want to see me in that way, they can see me in that way, and I'm not capable of doing anything to change their mind. Like it's up to them to change their own mind and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna show like the evidence that what I'm doing is not like negative. What I'm doing is not as evil as people think it is, or like, oh, I'm like so bad and all that stuff. Like I'm just trying to clear my side of this overall like issue and stuff. So that's how it is. So as you guys can see here, when I play a healer, I always heal. As you can see, I'm always healing them.
Your team claimed the orb.
I'm showing this video because I was told that I gotta get good. So I'm showing this video to show that I'm already good. There's no other like room for improvement for me. That like the level I'm at, I'm sure like everybody else is at that same level. So there's really no need to. Also the hitbox that was really terrible. Like I got hit like Crook landed here, but I got hit from here. That was a funny contact thingy. But anyways, contact experience. Anyways, we won this round. I'm gonna like try to speed these all of these stuff up. And second round again.
2, 1, fight.
Alright, so about Seb or whatever, like he came over to give me advice and he was talking to me as if like I was a new player or something. So it kind of seemed like he never like. I mean, it's which is considerable, right? Like which I consider. I mean, which I understand because he never interacted with me before. Like he never met me ever before. So I assume that he don't know if I've been playing this game for a while or if I have like over 10,000 matches in this game. So I understood like why he was saying stuff like that, right? Why he was talking about like, oh, when you play the game, you want to like pressure people so they can get out of mid, so they can get a orb and stuff like that. Like he was talking stuff like that, and basically this is like the same thing I was teaching people way before right now. Like I was teaching people this stuff like years ago, like 2 3 years ago, 3 2 3 4 years ago, right? and this kid is coming up to me and talking to me about stuff like that. So again, I wasn't rude whatsoever and stuff like that, right? First he started off with an apology, like I can probably like read what he was saying and stuff. Like uh, I'm gonna show my Discord channel. I don't even know if I have the if I have his message. SIBB. All right, I guess you know what? He's not here. But anyways, so the dude came up to me and started teaching me about stuff that I was teaching people like 2, 3, 4 years ago. And again, like I didn't react in a bad way. Like in my opinion, I didn't react in a bad way. So first off, he started with an apology. I accepted the apology. Um, and I wanted to understand, like I wanted to understand his perspective. Like I was asking, dude, are you trying to like debate about builds, or are you just trying to make a point and stuff like that? And then he said he didn't care about Bill whatsoever. And then he was talking about like how the guys who were in the BCL or whatever, he learned a lot from them and all of that stuff. And then I asked him again, dude, like, are you trying to make a point, right? Like, because the way he was explaining it, it seemed like he was just trying to make a point. And then I don't know why he was trying to do. Like he was just trying to argue with me, bro. He was just looking for like something to argue with me about. And that's like with me, like I wanted it to be super clear that what he was trying to do. Like I really wanted to make it clear that like I was just minding my own business and you came up to argue with me, right? So I wanted to make it clear by asking like if he wanted to debate about a bill, or if he wanted to understand why my bill was different and why I prefer to play my bill over whatever they were showing me and stuff, or if he was just trying to argue, or if he was just trying to make his point. And from the look of it, like he was just trying to argue. So again, this is like all passively aggressive stuff, and you have to you have to like think, like you have to think, you have to like read between the line and stuff and think like twice about these stuff to really understand what was going on. And that's what I was doing when I had that encounter, right? So I accepted his apology, and then he was talking about like how the guys who were in the BCL were like multi-level rank one guys and stuff like that. And I mean, even talking about this, like when I'm thinking about it, it's like I just see myself as a common person. Like the fact that people are coming up to me and like saying, "Bro, people think that you think you are the best and stuff like that." It's like way beyond my head. Like it's over my head. Like I don't even know what I did to come out like that, right? So it's just mind blowing. Like I'm thinking like over there, like I'm thinking about multiple layers about this. Like I don't know, right? So he talked about like how the guys in the BC are like multi rank one or something like that and stuff like that. And I'm like, and then I told him, bro, like some of the people you are looking up to aren't that great, right? So like what I was trying to like teach him was like it's basically blue pill and red pill, right? Like you either take the blue pill and become one of the clones, or you take the red pill and like think for yourself and improve in your own way, right? And an example of this is like the bills rights bands that were in the Discord, right? So we have Alicia, which is like a frost mage, and she's not. I mean, she is in rank one on my tier list video that I made like I think in 2021 or something. I made a tier list video back then, and she's rank one on it because she's like super OP. And back then, like when I used to play against Smurfs and I used to play with Smurfs and stuff, yeah, Alicia used to do like 1k damage. Like every single match I had like a Smurf in, it will always end up with like 2k, 1k DPS total and stuff like that. So Alicia was super OP and she still is, but still though, like you still had to like know how to play her. You still had to know how to build her properly, right? And that's the thing that a lot of people fail to to understand and um like I'm gonna say like I feel like Zeef banned those right because he doesn't use it, and because he doesn't use it, he just didn't want anybody else to use it against him and stuff like that. So um I know this because like I watch like a couple of times I watch his stream, and I've seen him going against like Alicia and get destroyed by them. And most of the time like these Alicia have been playing Alicia for a long time, so understandably like these guys are supposed to be good at their character and stuff. So like Zeef plays Alicia, but his build doesn't include like the rights that he banned, and that was one of the reasons why when I saw those were the rights that I used, right? And I still use them actually, because those are like the rights that does like the most damage, right? So if you know how to build your character properly, and that actually takes like several like matches, like several hours of like practice and all that stuff, and then you get your rights banned out of the blue and stuff like that, like it's gonna like get to you a little bit, and you're gonna end up talking about it a little bit, right? So again, if that's why like people are like looking at me and thinking like I think I'm the best or whatever, and I'm out here being egotistic and stuff like that, like that's not the case. Like it took me a long time to figure out my build and like figure out like how to do the most damage with Alessia, right? So if the final build that I figure out when I start to use it, if it get banned, right, I have to say something about it. Um, because like you are going against other players who have already made something else, and they have like the same build that you have that got nerfed. Like they have the same thing, but it never got nerfed because like I don't know, because it wasn't seen as something that is OP. Like Varish, for example, a lot of people are playing Varish, and Varish is pretty OP. Like his build, like he can knock you around, he can slow you, he can debuff you, and all that stuff. And he got shield, and he got teleportation, and he got like counter and all that stuff, which is pretty OP in my opinion. Even though I don't play Varish, um, and stuff like that, right? So I don't know. Like that's just an example of like a somewhat unfair banning and stuff, and that's why I spoke up about it. And people were talking about it as if like they were trying to make the matches easier for me, um, which it really wasn't. Like it was just like me like being super honest, because like nerfing like the shield build from Alicia is pretty much like taking one leg away from her and like expecting her to like do as much damage as everybody else when you've already taken a leg away from her, to move as fast as everybody else and stuff like that. So and then the J build, like I've seen uh I've seen I've seen Zeef build in the past, and I've also shown him my build in the past, and my build had a blue space in it. I don't remember Zeef build has having a blue space in it. I do remember it having the silence. I think on the E. My key bands are different, so I don't know why his silence was on and stuff like that. He had a silence and he had a heal. I mean, no, the penetration. Uh, you can like have only two rights of the same income and stuff. So you had those, and I had like blue space and like all stealth build. Pretty much like I had like the best, in my opinion, the best Jade build, right? Something that if you put on Jade, it will pretty make her like super OP and make her broken. Like all of my builds are super broken, right? And that's why like when I talk about build, I said like build is supposed to help, it's supposed to support your playstyle, and build is not about skills and stuff like that. Zeef opinion is that build is about skill, right? Build is not about skill. Build is more about like your experience and how you want to like support yourself as you play with your skill. And what you want to have to support your skill in during a match and stuff like that, right? So we have like a different, like completely different perspective on build and skill and stuff. Um, your boy Sheepy is taking a dump. Uh, so yeah, so the J build, the right for stealth got nerfed, and I didn't take up nicely to it. I also talked about it, and my overall perspective was like there has to be like a lot of variety in builds, because all of those like complex talents and like all of those possible passives and like effects and stuff, like having all of those in a match on the characters and stuff, it actually makes the match a lot more challenging, and it essentially it actually makes everything fun, because like you have to like improve, like if you are going against like a belly bounce rook and stuff, you'll do your best to stay away from the wall. Like that's like common sense and stuff. Like, and if you can do that and you can like find a way to like trap the rook and stuff like that, like like those are all of the stuff that you have to like do, and that's part of the skill part. Like the actual gameplay, that's the skill part. The build is supposed to help you perform your skills and stuff like that, right? So that's just the different perspective that we have. And because we have different perspective, people think like I think I'm the best and all of that stuff. Like just because I have a different perspective doesn't mean that I think that my perspective is better than yours, right? Um, Especially when I haven't like expressed it like directly towards you or anybody else, right? I never went around telling people, hey, my build is better than everybody else's build. I say my build is the best because I'm confident in my build, in like what I have done, right? I'm confident like in accomplishing the build process, like thinking about everything that I need in a build, right? It's when I say it's the best for me. Like I don't say it's the best over everybody else, right? Like I'm not comparing my build to anybody else. When I say my build is the best, I'm saying my build is the best for me, right? And I don't know. I don't know how else I can explain it without. I don't know how else I can explain it. Because when I say something like that, people just see it as if like I'm going around telling people that I'm better than them and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, uh, let's just watch this video. I'm losing my thought. All right, I'm trying to. So how this build works pretty much is like when I space, I get additional damage and additional healing,
Won the orb.
right? And then I have my tree. When I heal my tree, everybody else get healed and stuff like that. And then I have a space, a stun on my space where when I space, and anybody like usually melees always get caught in my space. The stun left behind by my space and stuff. And that also helps me survive, right? And that's pretty much it, right? We won that round. And yeah, that's all I really want to say. We won this entire match, and everything. And the part where I don't know if I should show you guys the part where my build actually saved the round and stuff. I mean, as a healer, this is what you're supposed to be doing anyways. Like, you're supposed to be saving your allies and stuff. Alright, I think we lost. Hold on, did we lose this? No. I'm gonna auto hide this though. As you can see, when I space, I can save people with a lot of
Your
heals.
team claimed the orb.
And when I space away, Crook has to use his space too before he gets stunned, which is an even trade. And we won this round.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Now, I think this.
Your team won the orb.
Now Baku got killed. I almost got ulted, so I ulted instead
Enemy
to avoid
the orb.
the toxin from the Crook ult. Try to be a little bit aggressive on the Baku because he doesn't have self-sustain instead of the Crook. And then I put purple tree down so Ti can go engage while I try to get that orb. We'll get the Baku there, and we'll probably won this one as well. And this here I messed up. Um,
1, fight.
I guess I got too overconfident, and I let Tia take too much damage, and she died. That was like the only round pretty much that we lost. Yeah. Aha, energy. I should have used purple tree. I did not use purple tree in time, and we lost that round. And also, like I rewatch most of my VOD, like most of my matches. If I'm not rewatching them online, like when I go offline, I usually rewatch my stuff just so that I know like the mistakes that I make and stuff. And yeah, so the fact that I do this should be evident that I don't think I'm the best player in the entire universe, because that's what people are thinking that I think I am. And all right, so that's an example of like my build being my build in action. Like look at this, right? That look at that big stunt there, right? That's why I picked that right for to stun people, right? That's like I don't know, triple stun right here, right? Just from me spacing backwards. Pull purple tree down.
Your team won the orb.
I'm ditching out a lot of healing because I just use my space. Now, the reason why I picked my space with like the additional heals is like Blossom got a lot of heals, but her basic healing is not as much as other healers. right? I think Sirius and like Pearl and stuff they heal way more than Blossom basic heal. Like Blossom basic heal is like it's pretty much like fluffs. I'm not gonna lie. Like she doesn't heal that much with her basic heals. She got nerfed pretty much. So that's why you need that space, right? And look at that, that stun, it almost got that auric.
Enemy team won the orb.
Look at that, that's a stun right there, right? So you see the value that I'm getting from the space. When I space away, if they don't use their space like the auric just did, then they don't get to chase me because they get stunned, right? So that's what I was thinking about when I was making my build. Every single right that I take in my build, I see the value in it because I've already experienced this type of gameplay for like 11,000 plus matches. I have 3,000 plus hours in this game. So I've experienced this like multiple, triple, like billions of times, pretty much, right? So again, I don't know why people feel offended when I say I'm confident in my build and I don't want to use anybody else's build. And I don't know why people feel offended by that. Like I should be proud of my build without it like affecting anybody else. Like I'm not telling people that that build is shit, right? Like people are confronting me and stuff, and then I'm telling them, bro, I appreciate your advice, but I'm gonna stick with what I got so far, right? And they are feeling offended by that. Like I don't know how else I can explain this. Like people are villainizing me for no reason, making me look like a villain.
Your team claimed the orb.
Purple tree, baby. And then the Aura got stunned behind the tree. I mean, stuck. He couldn't move because there was a tree right there. So those are like big brains plays and stuff.
Match victory.
And yeah. So things like this, bro. Like if only people can let me do what I do and like stop complaining about me. Like if only people can just let me do what I do. I heard a Anyways, Jesus Christ, that's creepy. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the stream here so I can yeah, match schedule. I'm gonna queue for Hero of his Storm match, and then I'm probably gonna like just chill for the rest of the day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.